has self-imposed deadline on revamping the National Security Agency's collection of bulk domestic fund data, set to expire on Friday. The House Intelligence Committee is circulating a draft bill that would permit the government to acquire the phone or email records of an individual or facility inside the U.S. for up to an year. The move by the House Intelligence Committee's leadership, the Republican Chairman Michael Rogers of Michigan and Democrat Dutch Roethlisberger of Maryland, would significantly prohibit mass surveillance of all Americans' phone data, a shift in position by two of the most stalwart congressional defenders of the practice. The bill, titled the End Bulk Collection Act of 2014 and currently circulating on Capitol Hill, would prevent the government from acquiring records of any electronic communication without the use of specific identifiers or selection terms, some 10 months after The Guardian first exposed the bulk collection based on leaks by the whistleblower Edward Snowden. But the bill would allow the government to collect electronic communications records based on reasonable articulable suspicion, rather than probable cause or relevance to a terrorism investigation from someone deemed to be an agent of a foreign power, associated with an agent of a foreign power, or in contact with or known to a suspected agent of a foreign power. A draft of the bill acquired by The Guardian proposes the acquisition of such phone or email data for up to a year and would not necessarily require prior approval by a judge. Authorization of the collection would come jointly from the U.S. Attorney General and Director of National Intelligence. The NSA or the FBI would not be able to collect the content of those communications without probable cause, nor does the House Intelligence Committee's draft bill The House Intelligence Committee bill would require judicial review of the collection procedures and associated privacy protections to reasonably limit the receipt, retention, use, and disclosure of communications records associated with a specific person when such records are not necessarily to understand foreign intelligence information or assess the importance of such information. A telecom or internet service provider could challenge the collection order before the Secret Advisor Court under the House Intelligence Committee proposal. The court would also have latitude to reject challenges that are not warranted by existing law or consists of frivolous argument for extending, modifying, or reversing existing law or for establishing a new law, and to impose contempt of court penalties for non-compliant companies. The Attorney General and the Director of National Intelligence would have to assess compliance with the selection and the civil liberties and privacy protection procedures associated with the collection every 6 months and submit those assessments to the FISA Court and the Intelligence and Judiciary Committees of the House and Senate. Additionally, and in keeping with an October proposal from Senate Intelligence Committee Chairwoman Dianne Feinstein of California, the House Intelligence Committee proposal would permit the NSA to continue surveillance for 72 hours on a suspected foreigner's communications content if the person enters the U.S. The House Intelligence Committee proposal contains provisions embraced by critics of widespread NSA surveillance. It would create a privacy certificate before the FISA Court mandate additional declassification of FISA Court rulings, require the Senate to confirm the NSA Director and Inspector General. It also requires annual disclosure of the number of times in which the contents of a communication of a United States person was acquired under this Act when the acquisition authorized by this Act that resulted in the collection of such contents could not reasonably have been anticipated to capture such contents. But in a sign of the continuing contentiousness on Capitol Hill over changes to NSA surveillance, James Sensenbrenner, a Wisconsin Republican and co-author of the USA Freedom Act, preemptively rejected the House Intelligence Committee proposal, calling it a convoluted bill that accepts the administration's deliberate misinterpretations of the law. It limits, but does not end, bulk collection. Provisions included in the draft fall well short of the safeguards in the USA Freedom Act and do not strike the proper balance between privacy and security. Sensenbrenner said in a statement late on Friday, the Obama administration and the intelligence agencies will face the expiration of a FISA court order for bulk domestic fund records collection. The expiration represents a deadline imposed by Obama in January for his administration to come to reach consensus citizens